Hello guys, Peppino here. Today I'm gonna show you guys my strength stacker Shockwave cyclone and hoping to make a good and understandable guide for it. But now, before we start the actual guide, I'm gonna show you some showcases of the build such as Uber Maven and some mapping. Check this out. So, before we start the actual guide, I'm gonna preface this by saying that this build is not really cheap. Of course it's not 100 of Divine's worth, but keep in mind it won't be the cheapest build on the market. Okay, now, finally, we can start with the actual guide. But yeah, we can start with the helmet. You need a helmet like this. Of course it's best to craft it yourself. It's way cheaper and is the best thing to do. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna show you guys how to craft this. Okay, so to craft it, you need a base. In this case, is the Royal Bargonet. Is the best base you can find, and you need to buy it with the increased battle mage scribe buff effect. I don't know how much it's worth, but I think it's like 1 divines more or less. Then you need to put a right influence. In this case, we need the hunter influence, so we can get minus nearby enemies have minus to chaos resistance. So to get that, we just need to alteration spam until you get it. So I'm not gonna, of course, spam until I get it, but I will just do it like this. Okay, so you don't really need to get only this. The problem is that if you want to elevate it, you need to find 2 influenced affixes. So in this case, like we can get both chaos resistance and like I don't know, any affixes like this, and then you'll Maven orbit. So like this. In this case we got lucky, and yeah, we get it. And then the next thing you have to do is buy another helmet. The base in this case is not really important. You have to put the right influence. In this case is the warlord influence, and get the right affix. So the right affix would be gain accuracy rating equal to your strength, and if you want to elevate it, you need to also have another influenced affix. In this case I'm gonna put like whatever, it's not important. Okay, then you Maven orbit until you get the right affix. Yeah, I got it. Then you'll need to awaken orbit. Oh, remember this, you need to awaken orb from the bad base to the right base. In this case, I'll awaken orbit from this, that is not like enchanted with the battle mage cry buff effect. So I'll do this to this, and yeah, that's it. We got the helmet, and that's how you craft the helmet. So now we can go to the rings. We got those rings, and you'll need to buy one with the synthesized implicit. In this case, I mean not in this case, you need to buy a increased strength implicit one, and then you'll start to spam the essence of rage. So in this case I got lucky with all attributes and strength, but you can get whatever you want. So like if you need some dexterity, you can get dexterity, some resistance, some life. Of course we need life, it's not mandatory though, so yeah. And the same rule applies to the other ring, but in this case I got a different one, so I needed some chaos resistance, and since this league and with this league that we can mirror items and get like the double amount of like things, I bought a ring with more than 100 strength and cold resistance, and it's really good for this build. Of course we get two downsides, but in this case are not really important because it won't affect this build by any means. Okay, and then we can go to the amulet. You need to buy a increased strength implicit, and then or buy it like this, or essence spam it until you get the right things you need. In this case I got like attributes intelligence and life, so yeah, it's a good amulet. Then we can go to the gloves. So the gloves are pretty easy to do. Just buy a strength something, like whatever you need. Like in this case I bought one with attack speed, strength, and some rest and life. And the important thing here is to get the right implicits. So the good ones, the really good ones, are increased damage per 100 of strength and the gain range on it with attacks. So those ones are really good and I think are the best ones for this build, so I suggest you to get those. Then we can go to the belt. So like the belt, you need to buy it with increased strength. Okay, yeah, as always, as implicit, and then you essence spam it, yeah, as the other jewelry. You need to essence spam it until you get whatever you need, and yeah, that's it. It's pretty simple to craft those things, right? Then the uniques, yeah, of course we need the replica alberons path for flat chaos damage per 80 strength. I suggest you to buy the 18 increased strength now that the divines are worth like I don't know how much they're worth. I don't have any now, I'm pretty poor, but yeah, they are really expensive, like 200 chaos now. Now we can go to the chest plate. We use the iron fortress for some block and strength. The strength damage bonus is not really worth anything because we don't deal physical damage, so it's pretty useless. We need it for like this chest plate is really needed for strength and chest to block. Then like the mace is the replica frostbreath for double damage and some chaos damage, increase attack speed. Yeah, it's pretty good. And for the shield we get this. For the cry, yeah, this is insane for this build. Like without this we will have like a lot less damage. Like it's insane. Like with this we get this damage 193,000, and with this like 1 million. It's insane. Okay, now let's see the gems. To see the gems I will switch to path of building, of course, and in case you don't have it, like it's a really useful program and I suggest you to download it. And this is the tree. So the skill gems, we use the Ascensis marks with mark on it and life tap, so it's a really good damage boost. As you can see, we got some crit chance and crit multi with it. Then with the auras we got purity of elements, so we can cap our rests. Okay, yeah, those are not capped, but I really don't know why, since my rests are capped on the actual bit, but don't mind. We use purity of elements also for the elements immunity. Then we got blasphemy with punishment. So if you guys are wondering why I use punishment instead of despair, I prefer it because we debilitate enemies on it, and like I feel like it's better than despair. I don't know, maybe also damage wise is better. Let's see. Yeah, I mean punishment is better in any way. I don't know why, guys, but that's the thing. Then cyclone linked with void manipulation, shockwave, pulverize, conk effect, and critical damage. Then we got these 4 links with cast when damage taken and molten shell. Berserk, of course, deactivated. It's not enabled. So I will give you guys the most honest DPS. Like if I enable it, will be a lot higher, of course, but like I will keep it not enabled. Then of course blood and sand on blood stance. Okay. The totems we use and Ancestral Warchief with multiple totems and Ancestral Protector. Those totems are insane, like they'll deal a lot of damage themselves and they'll help you with some attack speed and more attack damage. Then for the Cry we use Battle Mage Cry linked with Argent support. And as the movement skill we use Sleep Slam and Withering Step for giving the enemies wither stacks. Now let's see the jewels. We use a lot of brown, that they give us increased strength and dexterity with reduced intelligence as downside, but I mean we don't really care about that because we have a shit ton of intelligence already. And the cluster jewels, one over here with all attributes strength, that's the really important one, and increase effect. So we can stack them and get a lot of strength, like really lot, like it's insane how much strength that gives us. And here we need to also put the split personality jewels, because those one works with like the more distance from the start of the class location is, more stats they give. So like we use strength and alive on the bot, or for bot ones. Then these cluster jewels, it's really expensive and also really useful, because this gives us fortify, and yeah, fortify is really useful for us because it adds like a shit ton of defense. Yeah, so we need it with Fuel the Fight, Martial Prowess and Overload. So Fuel the Fight for the Leech mana, mana leech, sorry. Overlord for, yeah, as I said before, for Fortify. And this one, I don't know why I didn't allocate it, but yeah, for attack speed and attack damage. So yeah, let's see what I'm missing here. Yeah, of course the Timeless Jewel with the Lethal Pride. Of course it's a Lethal Pride and we need it because it gives us strength. Of course you need to buy the ones with that gives strength. That's the problem, guys. Like now it's easier to find them because you can click here, find Timeless Jewel, and like Lethal Pride, it doesn't matter, the Conqueror, and like filter nodes. You can search them like this. You type like strength, percent strength, and then generate, then search. Oops again. I think I did something wrong. Yeah, of course. Come on, man. I don't know why it doesn't work, guys. What the fuck? Oh, okay, yeah. I'm stupid. Yeah, now it should work. No, it won't work. Okay, so yeah, I found a way to make it work, so you need to sort it by strength. And yeah, to find the right one, you just need to, yeah, you see those three, it's because there are 3% strength. So to find it on the market, you just need to like search it this way. Let me show you guys. So you can buy those jewels. You need to search them by Lethal Pride. Oops. Oh my god, I'm still okay. And like write calm, yeah. And like you see, you write like this, and if there is some on the market it will show, but there are none on the market. And yeah, you go like this, like you write this, if there is no on the market you write this, and so on. Yeah, so you will buy them like this. And this is not the only way to buy them like this, with like strength, and in this case I use also life leech. You can go to TFT, but I honestly don't like that Discord, so yeah, I do prefer this way to buy them. Then we use Crimson Jewel efficient training with the reservation, and this is really important. This gives us like, yeah, almost 200 strength, and yeah, this one inertia with the reservation efficiency, and yeah, it transforms the dexterity into strength, like this dexterity in radius, and this gives us also a lot of strength. Then we use some rare jewels, I think. Yeah, one here, I don't know where it is. Yeah, this one with life and some crit. This is really good for the damage, not really for strength, but damage on life. And yeah, that's it, guys. Of course, guys, I will improve this path of building a bit, not like insane things, like I will cap the res. Maybe if there is something wrong I will fix it, no problem. Yeah, guys, that's it for this guide. I know I wasn't the best, like my English is pretty bad, as you have noticed. But remember that I'm not a English speaker, so I'm trying, and of course I will get better in I don't know, probably in the future. I will also leave you guys a cheaper version of this build on the description, the POB link. It will, of course, will be cheaper, but remember that with cheaper it also means less DPS, so probably we'll have a lot less DPS than this build, but like 30 divines also cheaper, I don't know. Yeah, so let's end this video here. I hope you guys understood something in this build, on this guide. See you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.